Hello, designers. Welcome to We Design Tomorrow, a podcast for designers to unleash your creative potential. Today, after a long break, we have Mr. Naveen, who is working in Zoho as a product designer. Welcome, Naveen. Welcome to We Design Tomorrow.
Hey, thank you for welcoming me. I'm excited to be a part of this podcast. Looking forward to more interaction today.
Right, cool, Naveen. So, we start every guest with this typical question: how did they start their career in UX? So, we'll go with that.
Yeah, sure. Same question I am facing every time when I see a new joinee or a fresh or something. Like, I am an accidental designer. To be honest, I'm an accidental designer. I call myself as an unorthodox designer. I didn't study properly as a for a or in a design college. I don't have a design degree itself. But the self-interest inside me make me into a product designer, whatever I am now. I started as a graphic designer. Day by day, I increased my knowledge towards the visual design, towards the UI, and I am now in the whole product design.
Cool. So, where did you start your career? Like, when is your first job?
My first job, I didn't started as a properly as a designer. I did my freelance works in my native itself. I got some 2 3 clients, but I didn't got paid for them. So they kept on delaying the payment. So I got frustrated and came to Chennai and throw some interviews. Got selected in the 2 3 startups earlier in stage. I don't know there is these much of opportunities like in MNCs, but I got selected in one of the startups. Where I had time to explore myself, what are the interest inside me, like playing with colors and products, whatever the UI UX or anything. At that time, or when I started, it's around 2017 or 18. I don't know what is UI UX itself. I just know the tools only. I just have Photoshop, Adobe XD. That's all. I don't know that at the time also there is no Adobe XD itself. That's only Photoshop only. Photoshop only.
Okay.
So I
So,
play
you
into
started
those.
in 2016 or 17?
17, exactly
2017.
2017. I
Okay.
jumped into startup then 2018. But my
Okay.
career started as 2017 exactly. My
Okay.
proper career started from my MNCs is 2018.
So, you were a graphic designer, then you turned to a UI designer, then
Yeah.
a product designer.
Yeah. Where these design knowledge kickstarted from my college days, where I am the only person who knows the Photoshop thing. So every flex designs or poster designs are around the symposium kind of thing. All the guys will come to me. Naveen, give me this design. Naveen, give me design a logo for this. Started from that. Now I am here.
Like, this is a problem for all designers. We did it everything for free, like all the
Yeah.
posters and stuff. Cool,
But
cool.
they are expecting till now as a free.
Right. So, when was your first project or internship or any freelance work? You didn't get paid, you said.
Yeah, my first freelance I got in college time itself. While I'm studying third year, I got one client from local Tanjore from itself. There they asked me to design a brochure for their new branch opening in Kumbakonam. Just I throw some colors in the inside the A4 sheet kind of thing, but without alignment, without proper font size. I think I used many fonts, literally 4 to 5 fonts I used,
Within a single
many
brochure.
colors in single website. I used 4 to 5 fonts. Like literally, I throw all the colors inside this, like a watercolor kind of thing. They like it for exiting. I was shocked. But I didn't get paid for that till now. Till now, I didn't get paid for the first work.
Okay.
Somehow I don't know how what to do and how to approach them. Then those college days and all, we don't expect that money from them. Like I leave it just like that. From there itself, I got some other freelancers work from inside the colleges stuff, like visiting card kind of thing, those graphics design, like logo designing. Some guys that time itself, the thing will that I do some title design for the short films and logo
Okay.
for the YouTube channel. Those kind of things I really enjoyed what I'm doing that time.
So, in between, you mentioned about portfolio.
Yeah.
So, like, you've been tutoring or mentoring students in GUI. So, GUI was one of my guests in another podcast. So,
Yeah.
so what do you think? How it works? Like, wherever we go, a company needs a portfolio. Portfolio act as a POC, proof of PO, whatever it is, POC or PO, proof of work, POW,
POC.
okay, whatever. Proof of concept or proof of work, yeah. So how do you think how that portfolio should be crafted? There is this buzzword called case study there.
Yeah.
How do you think that case study should be crafted?
Some technical words are gimmicks for them, but so whatever the portfolio should have at least one case study,
Hmm.
one mobile design,
Okay.
mobile app design,
Hmm.
one landing page design,
Okay.
one web app design, whatever the dashboards kind of thing I'm telling about. So
Okay.
these three is enough plus one case study. If you are doing the mobile mean, do a case study about that mobile app. If you are doing web app means do a case study about the web app. One case study is enough to pitch the job for whatever as a fresher I am saying.
Okay. A
If
case
you are
study, mobile app,
mobile
landing
app,
page, and web app.
yeah, it's enough to pitch your job. You can land in interview.
Okay. We
I'm saying as
need
a fresher.
as a fresher. Okay.
Yeah.
Hmm.
For
Different.
intermediate, it works a different way.
Hmm.
Even they don't seek for a portfolio. Even I don't have a portfolio for till now.
Hmm.
I posted some of my works in LinkedIn, Instagram, whatever the places, platforms are there. I share those links. They will, if they like, they will call me and interview.
Okay. How did you
That's how I
got
got it.
into Zoho? How it happened?
That's how I got a job.
What did you
I
post
just
in
shared
LinkedIn,
my
and how did you got?
yeah, I just shared my Dribble account.
Okay.
I don't have a proper UX portfolio with the case study kind of thing, whatever they said previously. I had a case study in a PDF format and I have designs in a Dribble websites and webinars and some interactions design, the video kind of thing I had in Instagram. I joined those links and just mailed them. They got attracted to my works and called
Okay.
back.
Okay. You just mailed them in the career page, or you like cold email any of the
No,
professionals there?
Uh, how I landed in Zoho means is like it's kind of a dream. Uh, just I approached a guy in LinkedIn. He posted some vacancies like for visual designer kind of thing. I pinged him. He asked me a portfolio. Then I shared with him. Uh, but that time I didn't get a call. I think I applied for April, February 2020. But I got a call in nearly August only. After the lockdown kind of thing had happened, like March 2020, and freezed kind of all the hirings. Then I got a call at August 20. I joined it in September 2020 itself. Only the it's 1 month process only. Just got
Okay.
the job. And
So
mm,
after August, there is a 1 month process happened. Can you
yeah,
explain
1 month
that? What
process.
happened in that 1 month?
Yeah, interview process here will change team to team. The requirement will be made because I entered as a
Okay.
visual
In
designer, but
inside Zoho, there will be a different interview process between.
different teams
Okay.
because you already know Zoho is a product company. There is a lot of products
Lot of
inside
products.
Zoho. I think more than 50 plus products. But they have different individual design teams for them, each and every product. So their requirement might change. If they seek for a UX researcher, they will seek for, they will expect a research kind of designers kind of thing. If they are seeking for a UI kind of thing, means they will approach the well versed designers only. They don't want the researchers. So team to team the requirement may change. But I entered as a visual designer only. Now only I changed my team and got promoted as a UX designer.
Okay. So visual designer, and you mentioned few other names like UX researcher. So what are the
UX
different roles
designers
available
are
in
there.
Zoho?
There are so many roles vertically and horizontally. There are so many roles around the design field. But here inside Zoho, there are only two ways of business. Only a product designer, whatever the two UX is called product designer, and another one is a visual designer who are well versed in landing pages and graphics design works.
So you joined as a visual designer.
Visual designer and actually I'm a UI designer. I mistakenly applied for the visual designer. So however, I got into it, and
Okay.
then I got
Okay, just
moved to
because it is Zoho, you joined as a visual designer, or
yeah.
why did you join? Okay.
Yeah, I applied only for Zoho only.
Ah,
You know what are the situation in March 2020?
ah,
That time, everyone will think to move other company because I was in Infosys, which is called as a government job, safe and secure. But I am the only guy who applied for other companies on those time. I applied for Zoho only. That time I also got from Freshworks call. So then okay, we will go on and try for Freshworks also. I got both selected in the both companies also. But my love towards the Zoho is there
okay.
from 3 4 years back itself. So I choose Zoho
Why
and yeah.
Zoho?
Like from college days itself, we know only one product companies there. That is Zoho only, because I don't know Freshworks kind of thing in that day itself.
Ah.
But the craze to the Zoho from my college days, my friends will say Zoho is a big company because one of my friends is working there when I was working in startup. He will say like our company is like this star, you know. So okay, one day I will come. Okay,
Free
I will there.
lunch, office, the
And yeah,
culture.
those and all there, but I don't want to go for that kind of thing. But I want to place in a product based company, which I want to be not like how I think. It's not to be a service based company. It's not to be a project change. I have to be a well versed product designer.
Okay.
If you are in service company, you can't be a well versed product designer. If you are in product company, means you can have a to Z knowledge inside a one single
Inside the
product.
product.
Yeah.
Why not service company? Why did you choose a product company?
Yeah, why I chose over service company to product means the career growth inside the product company will be late, but it can be higher than while comparing to service, because in here product, if you are placed inside a one, for example you are placed in a product, you are started as a product designer, means you can grow as a product manager, then you can go into management level also. But inside a service company, the project will come, the project will go. There will be only 3 months. Then the next 3 months you will be in bench. There won't be any project at all. What is will be the knowledge you will gain means is nothing. But your design will grow, but knowledge as a product designer, as a researcher, you won't get anything. But there also one advantage, because there you will learn multiple different streams, different industries where the projects will be. But here, as a SaaS product company, we will only know about the SaaS products only. That's the one two difference.
Okay. So, do you have any plans to switch from product design to product management in the future?
No, for near future, I don't have an idea of
Okay.
moving to management. Product design, as I'm okay with it.
Okay.
Whatever I'm having, I'm happy with that. So
Uh,
here only you can design, right? If you go to management, you can't even touch the laptop. There will be
yes.
meeting. As a product designer, I am having a lot of meetings till now. While I'm checking 9 to 10 means, I will have at least 2 meetings a day. Like if you are going as a product manager, you should be conducting the meeting. Here I'm attending the meeting. As a product manager, you should be conducting the meeting. That will be a hectic job. You have to manage multiple teams under you. uh, Product design is a safer approach, so
Okay.
no.
So, like, how long you been planning to be in this role? Like,
Not a plan, but I have an idea, like exploring the product inside our industries itself. Like new kind of things are entering, like AI kind of thing also entering in the design fields also, like DALI kind of thing also entering. So I am most like I want to integrate those AI kind of thing into design, how it can evaluate designers works as a design. You have to, you don't want to fear about the AI. Have to act as a co-pilot, like a
we'll talk
co-designer.
about AI in the later part of this
Yeah,
episode itself.
yeah.
So yeah, like we spoke about the case study portfolio thing. So you said a portfolio must have a case study which can be a mobile app, a web app, or landing page, and also the portfolio must have any of these three. So a portfolio must have two to three projects in these areas. So that case study, how what do you think how it must be crafted, because there is a long process, everyone goes with the same design thinking of the empathize, define,
Yeah.
ideate, prototype, and
But I
test,
still think,
but nobody is testing at all.
nobody.
In no case studies nobody tested. I feel like that is some cliche method, but not even nobody is doing it properly. They do some research that is done by their friends, they just fill up something and
Secondary research directly,
yes.
not
So
even doing
they
the
don't
primary.
do any literature review before that. So
Yeah.
what do you think? Do they necessarily need that case study, or how that can be done?
Yeah, but for you want to get placed in a company, you must need a case study, at least one. It's ever whatever, it's a dummy or a real one. You must do a case study in a project, for a project. Like if it is a on a, just create a dummy, create a fake case study itself. The interviewer can get to know about your knowledge. If you know double diamond case study, like whatever you shared about the five stage process of yours. At that time only the interviewer will know, okay, this guy is well known about the UX process kind of thing. Whatever it is a dummy case study or a real time one. But to have some knowledge, right? That will play as a key point for pitching your job as a fresher or a new designer.
Hmm. S-
So case study is must.
hmm. Yeah, but how it should be crafted? Like in the same
Just a simple,
process. Hmm.
bro. Whatever you see, like if you take one app, like WhatsApp is an app, name, so you just find out the pain points, whatever the problem statement, like comparing to Instagram, how the WhatsApp is differs from that. Like there is a story option in Reels option in Instagram, there is no Reels in WhatsApp. How can we integrate that? That is a problem statement. Means play around with this. What are the problem statement we are facing? Why we need Reels in that? What are the pain points if we add? What will be the advantages, how those kind of things we can add. And like the case study not should be a vague one, it should be like a storytelling kind of thing. It should drive the reader to like it should be engaging one. Okay, keep in mind the UX case study should be a set to a storytelling one.
Hmm. Okay. So a case study should tell a story in
Yeah,
a like interesting way. Cool.
yeah, interesting.
Good takeaway. So every company have their own principles and values. So in the first episode of this podcast, we spoke to Mr. Yuvraj, who is a creative design lead at Kissflow, and he shared like six values which the company has, and they also try to incorporate them in the design too. So what are the values does Zoho have, and what are you incorporating in Zoho's product designs?
In Zoho, we should be near to the reality. Whatever the product you are design or whatever the product you are going to develop, it should be near to the reality. Okay, if you are going to design a meeting app, means how the meeting really happen in person. That should relate, and we should do the research according to that, and like placements kind of thing, whatever the thing, it should be nearly to the reality. That's the principle we are following here. Whatever we are do, we should do as a real one. Like if you do artificial, like the designs we are seeing in dribble kind of thing, right? It will make a distance with the user. That will looks nice, that will be colorful, but the accessibility is a main matter here. Like for past 6 months, accessibility is a heated topic around design stream. So if you miss the accessibility, we are not designing for everyone in the world. So
Hmm.
be real and be do the design accessibility.
Okay.
Here are the design things we are following here.
Okay, what do you think? I recently saw this LinkedIn post from Harish Ramakrishnan from Cred. Have you seen that post a couple of weeks back? He made a post saying, do something more crazy where that things that the design that need not to be very accessible, but go start with that, then you can come to the
Yeah,
accessible part,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
so that
Yeah,
you can
whatever
be
you said
like
is right.
go out of the box and do stuff, right? But
Yeah,
instead
yeah.
of focusing more on the accessibility and making things more user like in the usability lens, you will miss that thing of being very creative.
Sure. Yeah, it's
What's your take on
absolutely
that?
correct. Yeah, I'm agree with that. But what I'm saying is my process in personally, not I'm not supporting a company or whatever. My design process is I will do a design first. It should be a aesthetically one and visually appealing one. Then I will incorporate the UX and the accessibility kind of thing. If I miss some spacing in between the leg, that is UI. Okay. In case I after finishing that, in the accessible point of view, I am using that some gray color tone. It will not match for visually impaired people. Means I will fix that. If I am doing that, I am failing on UX law. Means I will fix that. So my process is first do the UI design fully fledged as it is you are like, then apply the UX laws and these kind of thing. Whatever the that guy is saying, like same kind of thing I'm only process, but my way of approaching is different from him. But I agree with you.
Cool. Okay. So since we are talking about Zoho's principle, and I saw an interview from Mr. Kumar Vembu, and he said
Mm.
that he used to talk with Go Frugal's customers each and every day. Every day he goes and call a customer, I mean the user of Go Frugal, and talk to them and try to understand their pain points and try to solve that. So how it
Mm.
works in Zoho, since he was like backbone of Zoho at some time. So how it
Yeah,
works
here
with
also the
Zoho?
same kind of processes we are following. There will be different kind of teams here. Not only we are keep on working on product design. If you are getting some pain points from the customer point of view, if they are telling means this CTA is not accessible for me, but this is a predominant feature which I am looking for. Means we will work on this. We will get the request from their side, and we will work on this. How can we present this to the particular user? Because since a product company we should deliver all the user equally. So these kind of requests will also come from their side. We will all work on it. That is one quality every product company should have.
So are you talking to any customers? Do you have any kind of
No,
practices like that? Hmm.
that stream was different from ours. We would do only design and research. The request will come from, I think, customer supporting. They
Okay.
will ask for the kind of thing.
Hmm.
Then they will give the request. This the customer request. We will work on this. The ticket will
Hmm.
be raised and we can move. That's all.
Okay. Okay. You made this post in LinkedIn which got viral about
Yeah,
using ChatGPT. I got to know
ChatGPT.
about you after that post only. So yeah, can you talk about, like,
Viral.
you said a few things that how can you use ChatGPT to improve your efficiency? So can
Yeah.
you talk about it?
Yeah, actually, I am also insisting my team inside the company also implementing the ChatGPT in our UX process will enhance our process, design process will like reduce our work time also. Like if you need a like act as a like a design manager and do command for ChatGPT. Like if you need a brainstorm session with like what I was saying. Yeah, you are going to do design a tutor app means you do a brainstorm session with the chat gpt itself. Ask the chat gpt, tell me about best tutor app inside the world of so, that will generate automatically, that will generate whatever the prompts we are giving, they are giving like if you are thinking about like, what I'm saying, like one incident I recently got appreciated for, like uh, user journey. Like I really generated a user journey with the help of ChatGPT.
Okay.
It's a like kind of a what a it's a tutor app. It's a tutor app. I generated a user journey. Like I just write a prompt, like I write a user journey for the tutor app, which is only for the student with like hearing impairment, like hearing aid. So the ChatGPT generates a command with the user journey that also generated 10 to 12 points it generated. Based on that, I created a dummy screen and it started with the wireframe. So it will enhance your design process only. It won't take over, but it will enhance. It will reduce the time. If there is no ChatGPT means I have to do research with multiple people. I have to go on with whatever the things I have to do. Like
There
it
are a
will
lot
take
of
2 to 3 days.
hassle happens.
Yeah, yeah,
Uh,
that's all.
uh,
So try to incorporate ChatGPT inside your work process. It will enhance you. Don't be afraid of it.
okay. So in what other ways we can incorporate AI into the design and make our work more efficient? You
Yeah,
said brainstorming for the first point. This.
yeah. Brainstorming then can generate ideas. If you are writing about a case study, right? Previous question. If you are a fresher designer and you don't have any problem statement to create a case study, means you can ask ChatGPT create a problem statement for a case study. It will create automatically a coffee shop case study also, for like a browsing center case study. It will create a problem statement. Based on the problem statement, you can create a user journey, empathy mapping, whatever the double
We can
diamond tools,
ask
whatever.
GPT to you do that also.
If they started doing means we won't have job.
Okay.
Since ChatGPT 4 have arrived, so everyone is getting scared because of, yeah, I think ChatGPT 4
Have
is
you subscribed
generating.
to that? The $20 version of
Yeah, I am
GPT.
having that. It is generating videos itself now, not even
Generating
images.
videos.
Yeah,
Okay.
videos.
So how is it going? How are
ChatGPT is
you?
writing screenplay. ChatGPT is writing screenplay. If you are giving a story, means it will write a screenplay for.
Actually, it
Naveen is
happened
feeling
like
well.
a couple of weeks back. My friends in my room, they were playing write a tragic story of a person called Sudarshan, and they it wrote a story saying,
Yeah, it's a road story. You will
yeah.
continue from the end, whatever the ChatGPT is ending with. If you don't like the climax means end with a positive climax means it will create another set of story. It's funny thing.
Cool, super, bro. So how do you see design in the future? Like how it's going to be, how it gonna evolve in the next 5 years?
Next 5 years, this AI storm started, and we are in between the AI storm. But what I predicted means last few 2 3 years back, I predicted that AI or VR kind of thing will evaluate from there, like augmented reality, virtual reality, that VR glass and all, like getting from the Google and all, right? Since Mark Zuckerberg also released a Meta kind of thing. So I hope that AR and VR will be a storm like ChatGPT AI, but something is negative from that side. I think like AI also next in 4 to 5 years, you ask like, yeah, we should keep an eye on AR VR also.
Yeah, we are
It,
also
yeah,
okay.
augmented reality, virtual reality, because since we just entered AI generation, that will also enter ECD.
Hmm. Actually, there is this. Everyone were talking about Web three a year back, or like in the
Yeah,
last 2 years. Now they are talking about AI.
yeah,
I
the,
think
yeah,
as like you mentioned, people may talk about AR VR in the near future too. So good time, Naveen. Been
yeah.
wonderful talking to you and a lot of insights about the beginning, portfolio, AI and stuff. Thank you for the time.
Thank you, thank you for the opportunity.